What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Take a moment to imagine this. You are attending a funeral. The room is filled with the soft hum of organ music and the murmur of voices. There are flowers arranged delicately, their fragrance hanging in the air. You see faces you recognize, family, friends, colleagues. You sense a mix of emotions: grief, love, and gratitude for a life well lived. As you approach the casket, you come face to face with yourself. This is your funeral. It is 3 years from today, and everyone in the room has gathered to celebrate your life and legacy. Now imagine there are 4 speakers at the service. The first speaker represents your family, those who know you intimately. The second speaker is one of your closest friends, someone who understands you as a person. The third speaker is a professional colleague, someone who can share insights about your work ethic and contributions. Finally, the fourth speaker represents your community, perhaps a church, a nonprofit, or another organization where you dedicated time and energy. What would you want each of these speakers to say about you? What kind of spouse, parent, child, sibling, or friend would you hope they describe? What legacy would you want to leave behind? What impact would you want them to remember? Take a moment to jot down your thoughts. Reflect deeply. This is not just an exercise. It is an opportunity to gain clarity on your fundamental values and the vision you have for your life. Defining the meaning of begin with the end in mind. When we talk about beginning with the end in mind, we mean starting every day, task, or goal with a clear vision of your desired outcome. It is about knowing where you want to go so that the steps you take today align with that destination. Far too often, people find themselves caught in the activity trap, constantly busy but not necessarily productive or effective. It is easy to climb the ladder of success only to realize it is leaning against the wrong wall. Without a clear sense of direction, we may achieve things that ultimately feel hollow. Success that comes at the cost of relationships, personal health, or what truly matters most. By contrast, those who begin with the end in mind take the time to reflect on their values and priorities. They work to ensure their daily actions align with their long-term vision for their life. The principle of 2 creations. Begin with the end in mind is built on the principle that all things are created twice. First creation, mental, everything is created in the mind before it is created in the physical world. Think of it like a blueprint. Whether you are building a house, writing a book, or planning a career, you start with a vision of what you want. This mental creation guides every step of the process. Second creation, physical, this is the actual implementation or realization of the mental blueprint. It is when the house is built, the book is written, or the career takes shape. For example, if you were to build a house without a blueprint, you might end up making costly mistakes or creating something entirely different from what you intended. Similarly, in life, if you don't have a clear vision of your goals and values, you risk drifting aimlessly or pursuing things that don't align with your deeper purpose. Examples of first and second creations. A home. Before construction begins, architects and builders create detailed blueprints. These plans include everything from the layout of rooms to the materials needed. Without this first creation, the physical construction would be chaotic and inefficient. A business. Successful companies start with a clear vision of their mission, target audience, and objectives. A lack of planning in the first creation often leads to business failure, whether it's due to insufficient capital, poor market research, or a lack of focus. Parenting. Raising children involves envisioning the kind of adults you hope they will become: responsible, compassionate, and self-reliant. This vision guides your daily interactions, ensuring that your behavior as a parent supports your long-term goals for your children's development. Living by design or default. One of the most powerful aspects of Habit 2 is the idea that we are the authors of our own lives. If we fail to consciously design our lives, we often live by default, following scripts handed to us by others, family, society, or circumstances. For instance, you might have inherited certain beliefs about success, such as the idea that financial wealth equals happiness. Without questioning these beliefs, you might spend years chasing money only to realize it doesn't fulfill you. By cultivating self-awareness, imagination, and conscience, you can take control of the first creation and write your own script. You can identify and challenge old paradigms, replacing them with values and goals that reflect your authentic self. Leadership versus management. Habit 2 emphasizes the importance of leadership over management. Leadership is about determining what is most important, choosing the right goals, and ensuring your efforts align with your vision. Management, on the other hand, focuses on how to efficiently achieve those goals. Think of it this way. If you're lost in a jungle, management is about sharpening your tools and cutting through the undergrowth faster. Leadership is about climbing a tree, surveying the landscape, and realizing you're in the wrong jungle. Effective leadership ensures that your ladder is leaning against the right wall. Without it, even the best management skills won't lead to meaningful success. Rescripting, becoming your own first creator. Rescripting is the process of rewriting the mental scripts that govern your life. Many of us carry scripts shaped by childhood experiences, societal expectations, or past failures. These scripts often limit our potential and keep us stuck in patterns that don't serve us. By using self-awareness, imagination, and conscience, you can examine these scripts and choose to rewrite them. For example, if you tend to overreact to your children, you might identify the script driving this behavior, e.g., I must control their behavior to be a good parent, and replace it with a healthier one, e.g., my role is to guide and support their growth. Real-life example, Anwar Sadat. Anwar Sadat, the former president of Egypt, provides a powerful example of rescripting. Raised with a deep hatred for Israel, Sadat later recognized that this mindset was unproductive and harmful. Through introspection and self-leadership, he rescripted himself, fostering a historic peace agreement between Egypt and Israel. Sadat's transformation highlights the power of self-awareness and imagination to challenge old paradigms and create new possibilities. Practical steps to begin with the end in mind. Develop a personal mission statement. Write down your values, goals, and the legacy you want to leave. This statement serves as a guiding compass for your decisions and actions. Visualize your ideal future. Regularly reflect on what you want your life to look like in 5, 10, or 20 years. Consider your relationships, career, health, and personal growth. Align daily actions with your vision. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, actionable steps. Ensure that your daily activities contribute to your larger purpose. Challenge old scripts. Identify beliefs or habits that no longer serve you. Use self-awareness and imagination to replace them with more empowering scripts. Practice self-leadership. Take time to reflect, plan, and prioritize. Don't get caught up in the busyness of life without ensuring you're moving in the right direction. When you begin with the end in mind, you create a life of purpose and intentionality. You align your daily actions with your deepest values, ensuring that every step you take brings you closer to your vision. Instead of reacting to circumstances, you become the proactive creator of your destiny. Ultimately, Habit 2 is about leadership, the ability to define what truly matters and to lead yourself toward a life of significance, fulfillment, and contribution.